We have some awesome news. The Moco team are buffing the XP gains inside of the game. Thank goodness. But not only that, there's some awesome additional changes as well the team are going to implement into the game. So first up, I'm going to talk about the balance changes that they're implementing into the game, which are actually awesome as well. I'm super stoked to share these. And then later on in the video, we're going to talk about the XP increases and stuff. So first up is the rebalancing the Let Money Cook rift. Now, I was okay surprised at this one because it is a hard rift, but it's still doable at a lower level if you get a half-decent team. But then again, it is the first new rift inside the new rift set, and it's probably the harder one out of the three. So it kind of makes sense for it to be easier than the following two rifts. So that's first up. So good news for you players out there that can't get a team, are stuck on this rift. It's going to be much easier. And then some OP changes coming into monsters and some things surrounding the worlds. And I was super happy to read these changes. And first up, they're reducing the Shaman heal skill, healing them out and cast frequency by 50%, which is an awesome change because if you're on Sanctum Gardens, guys, and you're on your own especially, and you're trying to world farm, do daily jobs and things, these Shamans, if there's a couple of them together, you can't kill them because they keep healing everything and everyone around them. So another W change coming in there, along with the Frost Stompers, and their main attack slow duration is being reduced by 50% as well, which is another great change because, again, Sanctum Gardens, if you're on that world, you try to run around and a Frost Stomper hits you, you can't get away, especially if there's a couple of them, because you're slowed that much and they keep hitting you and they keep hitting you. So that is a pain. So that is another W change. And then, again, Sanctum Gardens, Toxin Blossoms now shoot less projectiles and as a result spawn less angry roots. And again, Hunters, this is a good change because there was angry roots everywhere in Sanctum Gardens and you couldn't ride your mount because the roots would actually tap you and knock you off your mount. So it just made it even harder to escape the Frost Stompers and the Shamans and everything else. So another fantastic change coming in there. And then another one that's been a bit of an annoyance to the community, and it's the old Kudo. And his health has been reduced by 25%. And the knockback arrow, pushback distance, and stun duration has been nerfed by 30%. And this is another great change because there's a lot of attacks and things inside Chapter 2 that slow you and stun you in Moco. And they are a bit of an annoyance if we're being honest, guys. So they're addressing that, especially with Sanctum Gardens. I've said it earlier in the video. They're doing a lot of changes regarding the enemies and the vines and things in there. And then the Kudo, because if you guys have ever fought a Mega Charge Kudo as well, he attacks quicker. He attacks much more aggressively. And it's quite hard to kill. So these changes to Kudo are awesome as well. And also, all Chaos Invaders and Drainer the Vibe Vampire are now visible on the minimap, just like in Chapter 1, where you could see the Chaos Monsters on your minimap. For some reason, they weren't there in Chapter 2. I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know if they decided just to remove them altogether. But nonetheless, they are being put back into the game, so they are visible on the minimap. And the news you've all been waiting for regarding the XP and big rework of XP rewards from enemies and various events is going to occur inside of Moco. And World Boss XP rewards increase roughly by 130%, which is a huge W. And also, Rift Boss XP rewards is increased by roughly 79%. So again, a huge W. This is the news we've wanted with these XP increases, guys. And normal enemy XP rewards increased by 200% for certain tougher enemies like Whiskers and Arrow Cat. I tell you, it's good news. And then moving on, strong enemy XP rewards increased by 75 to 275% for many tougher enemies, depending on their toughness and challenge. And they're also going to add XP rewards for many summon enemies such as Angry Roots and Blobs. So there's currently things in game you don't get XP for, like killing the vines on Sanctum Gardens. I don't think you get XP for that. So it sounds like they're going to add some XP gains to things like that inside the game as well. And they're going to rebalance XP rewards of certain world events based on their rarity and difficulty. For example, increased Invasion Portal XP rewards by 100%. So just like the Help Manny world mission and fight alongside Jackson Luna and stuff, you get decent XP for them. But the Portal invasion is quite a rare event by all accounts inside of Moco. So like they say, they're going to buff the XP gains depending on the rarity of the event. So just as an example as stated here, guys, the Portal XP rewards is going to be increased by 100%. So keep your eyes on them inside the worlds when you're doing your farming, because they're going to be super worthwhile to complete. So just a little change to you PV players out there as well. So now when you die, you're now going to drop 3 points, so a little penalty there. to incur if you do die inside a PvP. And another little change to XP, and increasing the boosted XP per day from 20,000 to 30,000. So you know you get 60,000 boosted XP today, and 20,000 that XP is 3 times. So it's now going to be 30,000 that is 3 times, just to compensate for the increase on the XP with the monsters and things inside the world, so you don't burn through that too quick. So that's why they have raised that slightly. So some fantastic changes coming in there. The news we've all been hoping to get, and the team has listened. This is a great thing about Supercell, guys, and you guys voicing your feedback, making it heard. It's so important to do, so do it in a respectful manner. The team reads everything. They're saying it was a problem. Yes, in chapter 1 you got XP too quick, but in chapter 2 you get it too slow. So hopefully now this is the middle ground for the XP, where it's just a nice, stable, not too tedious task to get that XP inside of the game. And also some smaller little additional changes might happen. I don't quite know what they are yet, so just keep your eyes peeled for them, hunters. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.